All right, last time you guys saw us, we did a little tour of the shop for you guys, and immediately we're gonna show you what we have. It's a chassis, rust-free, and it's nice. Let's go check it out.
What are you standing in?
It's a S14 Shell. That Jay picked up. I don't know the full details, so Jay's gonna explain that to you guys, but this is gonna be such a sick project because all of us are gonna learn how to build a car from the ground up. There's no engine in it, obviously. It's D-swapped, D-series.
You guys won't know what engine's in it yet either.
It's gonna be a different engine than what usually goes in these cars, these chassis. Usually you see like a 1J or a 2J or like an LS swap.
KASR.
Yeah.
Guarantee you guys won't expect. I'll tell you.
It's gonna be crazy. You've seen it in a grid light video. Guy, I don't know if it was the same one.
So go back to our YouTube, check out those
manufacturer.
videos, maybe you'll know.
Same manufacturer, but as you can see, there's no seats or anything in it. It's literally just a bare shell. From what I can see, there's like no rust or rot. I mean, you got surface rust, which is common for any car, but there's no rot. There's nothing that's like too crazy. And when you have rot, it sucks because you have to rebuild the whole entire thing. And you rebuild it and it can just pop up right back up again. As you can see, it's got some gorgeous paint on it. It's probably not gonna be this color by the end of the series, by the end of the build video, but I really do like this color a lot. I've never really seen this kind of color, yeah. It's actually really cool.
I do see a little, some holes in the trunk right here. That's pretty common too, you know, like my E36, like I said in the E36 versus 350Z video, water probably got inside the trunk and just rotted it.
It did come from Maine
yeah,
too,
so
harsh winters.
There's, honestly, like from what I'm seeing, I haven't done like a full like in-depth look at it, but I don't see any like bad rust at all on this car, which is really good. The frame seems to be good. It's not like, doesn't seem like the chassis and the frame's like off center from each other, for like one side's higher than the other and it's twisted. Seems pretty good. So this is gonna be a very, very, very good chassis for a build.
Get out of there, man. You're filthy.
I am filthy already. One thing you really gotta worry about with these old Japanese cars, shout out Jimmy Oaks with his R34.
How the f? Oh my god. That's sick.
The strut towers, they can get rotted out pretty easily, but these seem pretty good. You don't really see any rust on it. There's no bubbles, there's no rot on it. That's really good sign, that's a really good sign. The only thing I see, look at this right here. This is mint. Look at this right here. Spoon, you gotta cut this up and re-weld it and paint it for us. So that's
Jay's
not
here.
bad.
What's up, boys?
So, S14, huh?
Yes, this is, we're jumping into a very big project right off the rip, right? We're not even settled into this shop yet. We don't even have any tools here yet, but we decided go big or go home, right? So we took a S14 chassis and pretty stripped out, pretty well used, and we're gonna turn it into something fucking badass. So we started looking for an S14 chassis probably about a month or so ago, and we ended up reaching out to one of our friends through our drift community. Turns out this car actually belonged to one of our good friends, Cookie Tony. He actually had this car several years ago. This car ended up in Maine, kind of in this condition, not quite as bad as it is right now. This car had been parted out most recently, which is what we wanted. We were just looking for a bare shell. The fact that it doesn't really have any of the other components is perfectly fine with us because we're gonna build this up from scratch anyway. It's a straight car, there's no rust on it. I do like the fact that the front has been tubed already. I think we're gonna actually make this where it's modular and we can remove it. That way we can put the motor, because we got big plans for a big ass motor for this thing. It's a cool car, so it's awesome that it has a cool origin story for us as well. We've seen you know, some rough times of the recent days, but we're gonna get this all stripped out. We're gonna have it sandblasted. We're fortunate that Nils is 2 doors down, so we'll have him cage this car. Once we get all of the kind of the planning stages down for that, then we'll start to accumulate some of the parts. So we're very fortunate. We're gonna work with some really cool companies to pull this together. I know it's gonna be pretty sick. It's gonna be a good car. It's gonna be a streetable drift car. So it's gonna have a full interior, a very powerful motor. So we're stoked.
Most common thing that people use with these chassis would be like track or drift. It's a drift car.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna kind of go after that Japanese street style. Obviously the front is a little more aggressive, a little more comp car-ish, but the rest of the car is definitely gonna be more of that street style. So it's gonna have a full interior, definitely a drift suspension. So we're definitely going with BC coils for this. We have not decided yet on an angle kit, but we've narrowed it down to two different kits. Kind of an OEM plus on the interior. Obviously we wanna have a very good seat and belt combination, which would definitely take us away from the OEM, but the rest of the interior will be geared much more towards, you know, what you would see in purchasing the car. So a lot of great things to be doing. One thing we're definitely gonna be doing on this car is we're gonna make this a slick top. So we're working with 2F Performance. He's got a great slick top for this, so we're gonna definitely get rid of the sunroof, make that a full slick top. It has beautiful S14 wide body kit for the fenders and the overs, as well as the skirts. So should look really aggressive, very, very strong Koki front end look. So very stylish as well as a very capable car. It's gonna be awesome.
What kind of paint do you want to go with this?
Yeah, so that's a question right now.
I think like a deep purple.
Well, we're leaning towards a yellow purple blend.
That'd be sick.
I think that would be really cool. I am a huge fan of the low origin cars, so I think something to pay homage to that, maybe some combination, showing a little bit of what they do, which is just super sick.
This is a nice color though. I really like this color.
A lot of people have said that. Maybe we preserve it. I don't know.
I feel
It's
like
going to be
we'll
liveried, so you know we
Yeah.
definitely want to have something that's going to complement the livery.
I feel like it'd be good if we kept it just one color, no livery. But yeah, if you want to go livery, definitely something a little flashier.
Yeah, we gotta have a livery.
Yeah, we got.
It's our first build.
Yeah,
we'll be the OEM street car after.
Oh my god, we can tandem.
Tandem, let's go. Little E36.
Yeah, and then Kyle's 350Z. Yes, and then we have 2 other 350Zs we can use.
That's it.
Like a 5-way tandem.
We go 5-way team tandem.
We gotta do a full car collection video. That's coming soon now that we get the shop, so
Absolutely.
stay tuned for that too.
When we have the cars here that, you know, once they're in the, I guess, the storage side, everything that's gonna be worked on is gonna be from the middle of the shop over to where we are right now, and everything that's just kind of in storage or ready to use is gonna be over on the other side of the shop. So we wanna keep the functional side, the content side, and the storage separate. But yeah, I think we'd probably do 5-car tandem, no problem.
That'd be sick.
Let's go. We do it right here in the parking lot.
We could. I just gotta learn how to drift first.
Oh yeah, that might help.
Yeah, it might help a little bit. I mean, I have been using my sim a lot, so you know, I'm basically professional at this point. I'm an FD driver. I could probably go pro spec next
You
week.
can learn some things from Manoa, right? I mean, he'll teach you.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
Look at that guy go. He fucking rocks. All right, so stay tuned for this build series. We're incredibly excited to have you guys along for this journey. The fact that we're in this shop, we already have a car to build. We already have a game plan. We will show you everything that we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the parts that we're gonna put on the car, the reasons why we're gonna do it, the different folks that we're gonna collaborate with, such as our buddies Nels and Tim next door. Some really cool stuff, and then we'll talk more about this power plant as soon as we can. So it's gonna have a big ass motor, super cool.
Next time you guys see us, we're gonna be at Grid Life Lime Rock, so make sure you guys look for us. Me and Dan, being DePetty, will be wearing our Ignition Speed Media shirts. Come by, say hi, and thank you for watching this video. Remember, shopignitionspeed.com.